Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The Outer Worlds. When we last left off, we helped Max discover himself and the truth to life. We also finished up the main map of Scylla and are now at Clyde's secret base, Harlow's secret base, Captain Harlow, Clyde Harlow's secret base. Yeah, so let's jump in. All right, I'm gonna just read through this terminal real quick because we want to get a feel for this guy. Acquisitions logs. Independent freighter, Cat's Meow, Hull, contraband, pharmaceutical, summary brought down, salvage cargo, ransom crew. Independent freighter, getaway sticks, Hull, subversive literature, summary brought down, salvage cargo, crew joined up. Freighter, werewolf, Hull, engine parts, summary brought down, salvage cargo, crew jettisoned in an escape pod. As usual, we are able to intercept these ships despite how cleverly they mask their heat signatures. Our patron pulled through again with that tracking data. Don't know how they got their hands on it, but we're in no position to refuse charity. Memo. Crew, I'm beginning to wonder about our patron. When we opened up our scanners and sniffed the system for our latest Wildcat, we picked up a signal from a corporate freighter nearby. It was hauling 10 times more cargo than our target. No sooner did we scan it than a message came through ordering us to go after the Wildcat instead. Something doesn't add up. Until I get answers, stay skeptical. Harlow. Open last entry. Pirate code. Rule number 1, Harlow's the boss. Rule number 2, fuck the board. Rule number 3, why are you still reading, pig? Wake up. If you're seeing this, the board already owns you. You went looking for the rules. Why? Because life's a game to you. Maybe you like being played. You guzzle down that sense of security like it's the purple-berry flavored opium. Fuck rules and fuck terminals. It's not a revolution if we're using the weapons they raised against us. Time and time again, from the front lines of the riots to the corporate sit-ins and... Error document, Pirates Code has exceeded character limit. That's rough, dude. You guys... Nice. Little sneaky sneak there. I'm not here to steal a bunch of stuff. Anything interesting at least in the store? Maybe this tossball card. Oh, this is locked. Wow, okay. Well, too much effort. Hi.
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see, or a you've aged, old man?
I'll just let you two work this out.
I thought you were dead. Or throwing yourself against the walls of some re-education center. That's been 5 years, Clyde. The best thing you can say is, hey there, Hullhead?
No, Felix. The best thing I can say to you is yet to come. Also, I'd like to have a word with your captain.
Oh, hey.
So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
He's been watching out for us just as much as we've been watching out for him. Felix is family, mister.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself.
Also that.
I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy.
Tell me why we're here.
I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy, that one day he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix. But neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him.
You expect me to just hand over my crew? Go fuck yourself.
That you feel insulted is a testament to your affection for the boy. I'm not asking you to let him go. Not until he's ready. I understand that Felix is part of your crew, at least for now. If the thought of losing him troubles you, then understand that you're helping him solve a problem for an old friend. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely.
What did this Trask do to deserve death?
Ratted us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the Groundbreaker last I checked. Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
There's more to this than you're letting on.
You think so? Maybe we should have a word with Trask. Get his side of the story first.
Not bad.
You'd be wasting your breath bandying words with that traitor. But if it makes you feel better, by all means. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token.
How well do you know Felix?
Well enough. It's been a few years, but I still remember a thing or two. You had a chip on your shoulder. You'd argue over anything, and you'd never back down.
What do you mean, had? And for the record, you never could admit when you lost an argument.
You see what I had to deal with?
Felix telling me you disappeared one day.
I was working on this plan for years, saving every bit I could, drawing plans, biding my time. I never intended to spend my life laboring on the Groundbreaker. When the opportunity presented itself, I did what I had to do. I left.
You might have said something.
I had some ugly business in Scylla. If I told you, I would have implicated you.
You want to elaborate?
Hephaestus controlled mining operations all over Scylla. Most of these operations failed. The company pulled out and abandoned their facilities. Mostly abandoned anyway. This one was running on a skeleton crew. My associates and I seized control in a matter of minutes.
Alright. Well, you said you were working on something big. What is it?
A revolution is the work of a lifetime, Captain. I've spent my life preparing for the day of Halcyon's reckoning. Everything you see around you is the result of that preparation. A base of operations, loyal soldiers, freedom from the board's oversight.
I don't hate it. It sounds like you've got some plan to overthrow the board.
Hardly. The board is rotting from the inside.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, next year, a generation from now, eventually, the board will fall to pieces. Entropy is the natural state of the universe, Captain. All systems inevitably dissolve. When that day comes to Halcyon, we will be ready.
Alrighty.
Something on your mind?
I don't think he's got much else to say. Interesting. Felix, let's talk outside about this. I don't know if we want to murder some guy just because you knew a guy once. What do you think?
Clyde's got a crew of his own, huh? Good for him. Did you want to ask me something?
Something about this feels strange. Are you sure you trust this guy?
I know. Clyde comes off rougher than Mantisaur hide. He's a good guy, though. Just gotta get to know him.
I feel like he wants you to do his dirty work and take the fall.
You think he's using me? He wouldn't. Would he?
He won't catch up with you until you kill Trask? What does that tell you?
That he's probably using me. Yeah, you're right. I guess he thinks I'm still just some wide-eyed tenderfoot looking for a scrap. Maybe we should go have a word with Trask. Get to the bottom of all this.
Okay. Let's do that then. Alright, let's see where we gotta go. Let's go to journal. He's on the Groundbreaker, okay. Oh, gotta talk to Nyoka, that's right. I probably should check in with Max, too.
You ever notice how our crew's a lot like that crime family from the Masked Marketeer?
Already heard this conversation.
I was thinking maybe one of the butlers. Don't tell him I said that.
They changed it.
I'm definitely gonna tell him.
Butler. Nyoka, you... hey. That's Nyoka.
Hey, Cap.
These glands are gross. Take them, please.
Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch. There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's brood to get to the center. We'll set the bait there. Password to the door is Charon.
What's Charon?
Hayes' idea. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, Nyoka. Charon.
Aw.
He said it was some old myth. Something about death and all the things we killed. Rest of us just thought it sounded cool, so here we are.
Mythology, I think. Remind me what this base is again?
It's an old cave system we tried to turn into an encampment. You'll see when we get there.
Okay. It's about time. We're going to kill Manta Queen.
Fucking right we are.
Killed a lot of them, but sure. Max, do you need to have a chat?
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral.
Yeah, you've said that
Something-
before. During the experience at the Hermits, you seemed somewhat at odds with your mother?
I wouldn't say my parents disowned me, strictly speaking. But before they died, they accused me of thoughtlessly abandoning them. I couldn't understand it. I was only trying to make them proud by becoming a better vessel for the plan, to feel the joy they felt. I was so certain my potential was wasted as a laborer, and was willing to risk everything just to prove to them that they were wrong. I was lost, misguided.
Religion will do that to you. What's your take on this whole Gorgon business?
Perhaps it's just my judicious nature, but I think we should be careful if we're following up on this lucky fellow's message.
Why do you say that?
I've always felt caution as the best approach when one has delivered a message attached to a severed limb.
I agree with that. Noted. But what do you think of what he said?
He sounded lost, perhaps slightly untethered from reality. A feeling I know all too well. It doesn't strike me as a setup, but I still advise caution.
If it is a setup, whoever's behind it will regret it.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
I haven't clicked this option, but I'm curious now. Remind me, what are your thoughts on philosophists?
I used to believe their religion to be false, in contradiction to what I knew to be true. How pompous and sure of myself I was. Their basic tenets were closer to the truth than my own cherished beliefs.
I'm glad he's happy. Let's go back down the stairs. It's just easier. Let's see. Where are we going to next? We can hop over to Monarch. I was actually thinking about starting these. This is the detective one. We could put on our detective hats. I'm kind of thinking that's not a terrible idea. Let's finish up Nyoka's quest, I think, though. It doesn't tell us which one, so I'll go to Fallbrook. I just feel safer there. I know we're good with, like, literally everybody, but...
Fallbrook, Captain.
Yay, Monarch again. Let's take Nyoka and Felix. I'm feeling a little Felix action would be fun. This is that door that I couldn't open. So, like, all the places we could... Oh, man. What is my freaking... Well, let me eat something real quick. What is my... what am I trying to do? 24. Damn. My lockpicking is just not quite there. So we have 3 things on this planet I think we need to unlock. I don't even know if it's worth it at this point. We're supposed to be killing a Manta Queen here. Which isn't really that big of a deal.
Here we go. I haven't set foot in here since... Well, I'm ready. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Here we go.
You sure? Okay. Charon. Actually. Ownership data corrupted, blah, 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 blah. Passcode accepted. Okay. Alright, Nyoka. Back on Monarch. You don't mind if I take stuff, right? Like, I know this is technically like your house or whatever, but you're not using it, right? We might need that shovel on the ship. To shovel all that shit you talk. Also, how did the Manta Queen open the door? Did you guys leave it open or something? Always go left. This is cute. I like this place. I can do my mind control-y thing.
Alright, here we go!
Did it work? Doesn't look like it did much. That was it? Oh. Oh. Opal. Poor freaking Nyoka. No wonder she was an alcoholic. At first I like completely disregarded her because I was like, meh, whatever. Now I'm like, oh, I really actually like her story.
Great work.
Thanks, man. I'm glad you're not upset that I'm stealing all your stuff. Because that would be really annoying. Of course, you don't have a faction, so... Ooh, pancakes. Nice. Ooh, pancakes. There wasn't even a Manta Queen here. I thought you said there was a Manta Queen. In fact, it was just a bunch of mantisaurs. Oh, that's how she got in. That makes sense. Research this area? Yeah, it's where we found pancakes. Pancakes.
Nicely done.
Thanks. My man. My dude. My bro. Did I see this one? Not see this one. Ooh, hi Clara. This is like some kind of art installment. Weird place for lights. Ooh, I didn't see this. I'm so lost in this freaking cave. Okay, so over here. Oh, we have to summon the Manta Queen. I get it now. It's gonna be like a Mega Manta Queen. Even those I've fought before. Guessing this is where it's gonna jump in at. Okay, well, I guess we'll do it real quick. Oh.
Well, this is the spot. You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. The first night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur. Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building. We hauled in steel, hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable.
Must have been a brave kid.
More like attached at the hip to her older sister. Got a kind of strength between them, I suppose. She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful.
Nice.
Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and Me. 6 folks, 1 name. 1 family. Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong.
You were family. I'm sorry they're gone, Nyoka.
Me too, Captain. But I'm starting to think that maybe I found another. Now let's get to shooting before I get all sentimental.
I'm glad the Mana Queen waited. Kind of nice of it. Oh shit. I didn't see you make it to me. Got him. You okay? Kind of look like they kicked your ass. Yeah, revenge isn't ever satisfying, unfortunately. Well, we did it. Manta Queen dead. Oh, do you want to talk? Oh, look at you glowy.
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you.
You're welcome, Nyoka.
You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest.
Of course, although I think you should hold on to the medallions.
What? Why? Them's painful memories, Captain.
They'll help remind you of both the good and the bad, not just the bad.
Huh. That ain't a bad point. All right, Captain. Thanks.
Oh. Clara Hodges, the closest thing to a sister that I ever lost. Jackson Hayes. Oh, she didn't put him in the right order. The most dangerous... Oh, wait. Yeah, Clara Hayes. The most egregious crime was having the gall to die before me. Anders Wadsworth. Between Raptidons and women, he died doing what he loved, chasing tail. Rebecca Hodges. At the very least, you came back to us in the end. Aww. Opal Oblit. Ublit. One of the very few who deserved better. You didn't leave enough room for yours. I mean, you are gonna die someday. Probably before me. Okay, well. This is a nice base we got here. Let's go. Oh, I guess we don't have to run. We could probably just fast travel. Okay, we cannot fast travel. Oh, let's eat something before we go. Where's those pancakes at? Here we are. Yeah. You know, we're in a unique situation where we can play the DLC before we go finish all the stuff in Byzantium. And since we're on this side of the solar system, I think I just might fancy myself a detective. Let's go. Normally I wouldn't want to jump into a place in the middle, but...
Recently famous for Halcyon Helen's death. How exciting.
Ooh, pretty. Okay, well. Oof. Ida, can you have Sam clean my chair? It's looking a little... Ugh. I think I'll bring Nyoka for a while. Let's, see what gear she has real quick. Also, oh, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, she has some decent stuff. Actually, to be fair, she doesn't give me lockpicking, does she? This Parvati gives me lockpicking. Gives me 5, and then Max gives me lockpicking? No. Felix does. So we'll stick with the group. You know what? Change is hard. Nyoka needs time. Oh wait, I want to see if she put those medallions in her room. Oh, what's this? A faded photograph of Nyoka and her hunter crew etched into the back in a muddy red is the word Charon. Unlocks the perk the crew for Nyoka. Oh, that's so cute. Here's the medallions. Clara's Charon medallion. Clara had a heart of pure, so pure no amount of sulfur could taint it. Anderson Charon medallion. I always told him chasing women around would get him in trouble. Hayes was the best self-sacrificing saint of a man I ever met. Opal could take wrapped meat and make you believe it was borscht. Given the chance, I hope she'd have come back to us. Oh, that's so cute. Nyoka. Confiscated. You gotta use it to buy food, and you're gonna like it.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me.
Does it just put it back on the table? No. Okay, good. I was like, maybe we should clean that up. Okay. We're at Eridanos. I think I'm gonna change out Parvati for Nyoka. I was thinking about Felix for Nyoka, but I think Felix and Nyoka would just be a fun combo. My lockpick won't be as high, but we're waiting till we get to 50 anyway. He gives me 10, she gives me 5. Currently I'm at... So that'd be 107... Oh, I need to eat food. Didn't we eat before we left? So annoying. Paranoid. Okay, so 105. So 120? That seems wrong, but that's okay. Let's go.
Please avoid damaging yourself or others while you are out.
Fine, Ada. Whoa. Oh god, I thought we were gonna crash into it. I was like, oh no, not in a video game. Ooh. Fancy. Hey, Sublight, we work for them. Well, we do jobs for them. I don't know about working for them. Oh yeah, this is like theme music. Ooh, look at... Oh, whoa. That's cool. Helmets on, boys. I don't feel like the atmosphere around here is very strong. Also, I lied. I took Parvati. I just couldn't. I couldn't leave her behind. She would be so sad. Even though they all experience, like, the same thing. Even if I don't take them. It would still just be sad. Because Parvati is, like, the balance to me and Felix. Like, Felix is the hard-ass goofball. Parvati's the sweet, nice one. And then I'm just, like, in between that. I kind of wish I had a detective hat for this. And the reason why I'm doing this now, not at the end of the game, is because I realized...
We don't have to catch Helen's killer right this second. Maybe we ought to take in the sights.
Okay, I mean, what is he gonna do? Kill again? I realized that you can't really do this at the end of the game because the game has like a big story finale ending, and you have to reload essentially.
Hello there. Hope your atmospheric entry wasn't too troublesome. As a guest of honor, you deserve the best in comfort. Sublight Salvage and Shipping Underground, or Slug, as we like to call ourselves, is delighted to welcome you to Eridanos. I'm the Grand Colonial Head Bellhop. I'm here to grab your bags and direct you, the inspector, to the Grand Ballroom, which was the scene of the crime.
Can you fill me in on the details of the murder?
I can try. I was the one who found Helen's body in the Grand Ballroom. corpse wasn't in the best shape. Aside from that, I don't know a whole lot. Helen was supposed to host the unveiling for Rizzo's newest product, Spectrum Brown. Until you catch the killer, the unveiling's been indefinitely postponed.
Rough.
Helen's death has been a shock for many. A lot of people are inconsolable. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered off. Some folks think he had something to do with the murder, but I don't believe it.
Hey, Black Hole Birdie may be a savage brute on the field of honor, but he's no killer.
I still don't understand why anyone would have it in for Ms. Helen.
Folks get heated when it comes to serials and their actors, I suppose.
Was she a divisive figure?
Not particularly. But I think some folks were jealous of her success, or otherwise viewed her as a threat. Reckon how she came about her fame didn't help.
How'd she get so famous?
Why, she was a natural. People fell in love with her. She managed to wrangle up a following all on her own. She ended up about as famous and high-runged as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of Byzantines the wrong way. Actors ain't supposed to get preferential treatment.
Yikes.
Let's see here. Oh, I already spoke briefly about the Spectrum unveiling, or lack thereof. It's still an awful shame. A lot of folks looking forward to that.
Was the product release a big deal?
You bet it was. Rizzo's rented out the ballroom in the hotel just for the launch event. Reckoned it was gonna be a real swell affair. Rizzo's ain't unveiled the product since the debut of Spectrum Ultraviolet. Invisible to the naked eye, and as it happened, prone to causing massive internal bleeding.
Yikes.
Anyway, I think I've held you up long enough. Once you're ready, head down to the lobby. The ballroom is just behind the elevators. Meanwhile, I'll grab your bags.
Bags? What bags?
You're making fun, right? Your luggage, belongings, kit, wherever you keep what you ain't wearing. You're still giving me a pretty blank look. Suppose it's none of my business, but do you just wear the same set of clothes all the time?
No, that would be ridiculous.
See, you say that, but I still ain't seen no bags. Know what? Never mind, it's not my business.
I gotta
Anyhow,
ship.
I'll look for you in the grand ballroom later. Hope you can unravel this mystery, Inspector.
I got a ship. That's where I keep my clothes. Jeez. Judgy. Apparently we're gonna get a lot of judgy people here. I'm gonna guess everything here is stealing, too. That's gonna be... Can I get in here? Ah, shit, I can. Wow. Hey, this isn't stealing. Hell yeah. Some autoloaders. Just off... That's off limits. Hey, what's up? This isn't stealing. Luxury landing pad. There's nothing in that.
Tons of paperwork before you had the time to cry out for your supervisor.
I'm sure you could, but we fed our last box of grievance forms into the incinerator a few months ago. Is there anything I can do for you in the meantime?
I cannot believe this.
I can take care of this.
Mind where you're pointing that thing.
Okay, fine. Yeah, that's where I would have hidden my stuff. Man, people are lucky I don't hide stuff on various planets. They would never find it. Jeez, lots of free stuff right here in the beginning.
Got it. Inside voices.
I don't know if anybody's gonna hate this. We're like revered by Sublight or whatever, right? So theoretically this should be fine. Sucks. Never seen these like sitting out in the open before. Wow, wow, this is so cool. Oh, cute. Oh, I've never seen this pool before. Nice.
Do you have any idea how many bits I've spent at the
Well, do we go in that door or that door? Well, that goes down. Whee. Yeah, fancy. At one point this is going to be considered stealing and it's going to get annoying after that, but until then, I'll take all the riches.
Greetings, Inspector. No need to check in here. Your paperwork has all been processed. You should be able to find the Colonial right ahead. I hope you catch the killers soon, Inspector. I don't want to see the Grand Colonial shut down.
Yeah, I'm just going to come... Chapter 1. Yes! Dissident Queen. We saw where they printed these. Halcyon Helen battles a lingering foe in a seedy bar. Halcyon Helen and Typhon Tim spoke in quiet tones about their next course of action, their voices soft beneath the din of the bar. The duo had just finished the last paperwork on Helen's latest job. Filing precise reports always raised her spirits. The trail led us here, and I suspect it will lead us no farther. Soon we will find the source of the dissident's monsters, said Helen, a characteristic grin on her face. Let's hope your hunch is correct, Tim murmured, for I suspect their agents will not be far behind us. As if brought on by Tim's supposition, a frightful voice suddenly thundered throughout the room. Near the door loomed a giant, blood-stained man, looking for all his worth like he had fought his way through Mantiqueen's den. It was Maximilian Mercer, a well-feared distant stooge, and he held 2 Spacer's Choice light pistols in his greasy hands. Mercer? Oh. Huh. Is anybody gonna see this? I really kind of want that. Of course, he would turn around right then. I don't care about that. Okay, just trying to... There's literally nothing in there. I don't even get experience for it anymore. Oh, look. This is the elevator I would have gone down. Literally nothing. Can't steal a famous piece of artwork.
I feel like I'm spending a fortune just standing here.
Jeez Louise. They have red roads. Everywhere else has always had pink roads. We're gonna spend a lot of time here just running around collecting all the random free bullshit. We're gonna make so much money on this planet, guys. Or not planet. I think this is... No, this is a planet. Eridanus' planet. It's a big gas giant. Heh. They have flutes. Nice. Nice. So this is stuff is stealing. Post-it notes. This is pretty. I have a feeling we're going to be running all over the place. It's cool that this is all here just for, like, setting, you know? Salmon. Thief's note. Sullivan, we got a new mark today from the bellhops. Green ship crate is on the back wall. Jewelry box should be there. Just take the whole thing. These folks are so rich they probably won't even notice they went missing. The pins in the warehouse should be buying. Make sure to keep the bellhops cut before you go spending. not really even that upset because it's literally my whole job. I just happen to get a ship so people think I'm legit. I mean, they are sublight after all. What do you expect? I expect a lot of secret... Ooh, I like these mushrooms. Secret crates, right? Damn, that's cool. I know I'm like nowhere near where I'm supposed to be, but I just kind of want to look around a bit and then we'll jump into the actual like story of it next episode. And also get like free loot. Oh, nice. I don't know who Cedric is, but we can contact him. Sorry, Inspector here, just making sure that you guys are doing what you're supposed to. Ooh, that looks cool. It said Mark III. Sorry, I need this ammo to investigate things.
I'll be right there.
Just stealing from my own people, really. What are these trees? Hey, why didn't they just push her off? Like, she would have just gone missing. And then there'd be a lot less, like, intrigue into who killed her, right?
I was thinking about going for a swim, but I don't want to come out stinking like a dead rat.
No running, no brisk walking, no galloping, no prancing, no lingering on pool grounds without a lingering pass. Minimum price of 2,000 bits. No splashing water higher than 3.48 feet. No roughhousing without a roughhousing pass. Minimum price 19.99 bits. No swimming or lounging without food or drink in hand. Failure to adhere to these rules will result in a fine. The fine will be multiplied to the power of the number of rules you've broken. There is no maximum free amount. Nice. Man, what's it like to be rich? Huh? Right. Look, I'm not in the plaza. People are talking to me, but I don't really see them.
What is it with you and dirty, empty pools? No, never mind. Pool plazas still closed.
Oh, you're that inspector. Right. Sorry, but the pool's currently closed on account of it stinking worse than my boss. What can I do for you?
Why does the pool look all green?
Space me if I knew. I got here for my shift this morning and found it this way. They can't yell at me for this one, which is good, because a lot of folks seem upset by it.
This morning, so it happened just before the Spectrum Brown lunch?
Gee, you're pretty sharp. Yeah, the reception party would have extended out here, but we had to close it off. What with the contamination. And now the reception ain't happening anyway. Can't do much now but wait for the stench to wear off. We found the individual hired to clean face down in a puddle of his own spit in the orchards. Guess he won't be helping.
Yikes. Something about this sounds off kilter. I'd like to take a look around.
Alright. You may want to visit the sun parlor. That's where that Rizzo's fool mixed the chemicals he used. Oh, and you could talk to Lily, my boss. She probably has some great advice. I saw her walk toward the bridge to the Purpleberry Orchards earlier. Reckon she's still there. Now, anything else I can do for you?
Pretty heavily armed for a pool guard, aren't you?
Yeah, it's part of the job. I think I'm listed as a security consultant. But all that really means is that if I'm caught without this thing, I get put on pool guard duty. I don't know what happens if I'm caught without it on pool guard duty, but I know that I don't want to find out.
You said that Rizzo's hired someone to do the cleaning?
Yep, still dead. Usually Rizzo's is pretty good at making sure the people they hire ain't got tripicale for brains, but that fella clearly wasn't worth trusting. I met him briefly once. Seemed level-headed enough, but that must have been just a front. Otherwise, he wouldn't have made such a mess of things.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Well, it looks like we're gonna start our investigation with this pool. Probably not the way you're meant to do it. It doesn't make me sick, so that's good. Alright. Next episode, we will probably go in the front doors, because it's probably the way you're meant to go. But I kind of just wanted to get a feel for the place, get the free stuff, see some sights. God, this place is ridiculous, and not something I ever thought we would see, honestly. This water seems fine. Damn fruits. Okay, well.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Punch. You want a punch? We've got your punch right here.
I was trying to... Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys back here next time.